I am obsessed with Dragon's Dogma 2. I will have a review video once I finish the game, but for now I thought why not make a small basic beginner's tips video. Don't overthink your vocation. You have 4 starting vocations and you do unlock more later. Keep experimenting as it's very easy to change your vocation, and every time you switch, you get starter gear and weapons too, so you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that whenever you level up your vocation, you visit a vocation guild to see all the new skills and augments that you may have unlocked. If you want a more detailed video about all the different vocations, let me know in the comments. Pawns are a crucial part of this game. You can change your main pawn's vocation too whenever you like. Your main pawn will also level up with you. Now your party will also consist of 2 additional pawns that you can rent from the Rift Stone. These don't level with you, so make sure you keep switching them up as you level. Make sure your party is well balanced in terms of vocations. Sometimes hired pawns will also help out in quests if they've already done it with their Risen. I think it's pretty cool. Explore. I cannot stress this enough. Don't rush your main quest. Dragon's Dogma 2 is meant to be explored. You will miss out on a lot if you don't. Don't forget to exploit elemental weakness. All enemies have some weakness or the other. Trial and error will help you figure it out. Sometimes spawns will even help you out in this case. Speaking of exploring, make sure you always have a lantern. The night in this game gets very dark. You will literally not be able to see anything without one. Understand the save system and health. When you load the game from the title screen or after dying, you'll be given 2 options. Either load from last save or load from the last in rest. Your last save is your manual save or an autosave. Loading from the last in rest will take you back to the most recent in stay or house stay you may have had. The 2 different save systems are important because of how the health works. Whenever you take damage in game, your overall maximum health will decrease, so you won't be able to heal to full capacity with curatives. So if you keep dying and reloading last save, you're gonna have very little health to work with. The only way to restore your maximum health is to stay at an inn or at a house. And if you're out exploring, you can also build a camp at campsites. Just make sure you're carrying a camp kit. You can revive yourself from death by using a wake stone. 3 wake stone shards are used to make 1 wake stone. These can be very helpful fighting monsters that have a lot of health and are tough. It is a slightly rare item, so don't use it unless needed. They can also be used to revive NPCs, pretty helpful if you accidentally kill a quest giver. You can buy a house in major cities. I recommend you do because paying for an inn can get expensive in the long run. Keep your food fresh by storing it away or using it on time, otherwise it will rot. It's not the end of the world if it does rot though. Rotten items can be crafted into other things. Which brings me to the next point. Keep crafting. Go to your inventory and try different combinations to make different items. Most of the time, the potions you make can be extremely useful. Weight management is super important. Keep putting away things you don't need in either storage that's available at inns or houses, or sell them away. The heavier you are, the more stamina you'll consume. You can also give items to your pawns to balance the weight. There is an item that you will find exploring called the golden trove beetles. You can find these on trees and are fairly easy to spot. Whenever you find it, just go to the inventory and use it. It slightly increases the maximum weight you and your main pawn can carry. Avoid the water like it's the plague. There is something in the water called the brine. If you or any of your pawns go into the water, you will die. You don't always have to rest at an inn to pass time in game. There are many benches available and you can simply just sit on them and choose to doze off if you want to skip some time. Don't forget to check vendors for new gear and weapons and keep enhancing them. To enhance gear and weapons, you'll need a monster material, so don't forget to be a loot goblin whenever you fight rarer monsters. Collect seeker tokens. There are 240 seeker tokens scattered around the world. They can be a little tough to find, but they give good rewards if you hand them over at the vocation guild. Without spoiling anything, make sure you note down where you find your first token. It's gonna help you, trust me. Fast travel exists, but it's very different than your traditional system. There are port crystals in the game that act as an anchor for fast travel. There are a few permanent ones, but you do find portable port crystals later on, which you can place wherever you want. This is a rare item, so make sure you place them smartly. Fast travel does not come without cost though. You will need a ferry stone every time you want to go to a port crystal. It is a consumable item and expensive, so don't use it unless you are really desperate. Ox carts are available as another form of fast travel between cities for super cheap. You can actually pay a vendor to do forgeries at the rest checkpoint town. This is helpful in certain quests where where two NPCs want the same item. You can just duplicate the item and decide who gets the real and who gets the fake. Of course, this can have consequences, so be careful. This game has an affinity system. You can check in the game what are the NPC's preferred gifts by going to history and then NPC logbook in the menu. Having high affinity can be extremely rewarding at times. Also, you can romance in the game. I hope these tips are helpful. If you want any other detailed Dragon's Dogma 2 related videos, please do let me know. And of course, feel free to write down tips that you have as well. Thank you so much for watching.